This video shows how to assemble an HW rotary joint, including lapping for thermal oil applications or low speeds of rotation with less than 5 rotations per minute. Fit the rotor into a 3-jaw chuck. Ideally, the arrangement is vertical, but a horizontal arrangement will also work. The rotor with the thread or flange connection points upward. Tighten the rotor in the 3-jaw chuck. Take the sealing ring. Apply lapping emulsion to the rotor flange while the 3-jaw chuck rotates. Fit the sealing ring over the rotor and down onto the flange. The plane surface points downwards, the spherical radius upwards. While the 3-jaw chuck rotates, manually push the sealing ring down onto the flange for approximately 30 seconds, or slightly longer in case of greater nominal diameters. Stop the 3-jaw chuck. Remove the sealing ring and lay it aside with the plane surface pointing upwards. Clean the top and side of the rotor flange with thinner. Open the 3-jaw chuck. Remove the rotor and place it aside. Fit a fixture for holding the rotary joint in the 3-jaw chuck. If no fixture is available, leave the rotor in the 3-jaw chuck. Place the sealing ring onto the fixture with the radius pointing upwards. Apply lapping emulsion to the sealing ring while it rotates. Then place the cover into position. Be careful when doing so. First stop, then resume rotation. Manually press down the cover for approximately 30 seconds for lapping. Finally, remove the cover. Clean the cover and the sealing ring with thinner and a piece of cloth. End of lapping. Now we demonstrate the assembly. Prepare the nameplate and screws. Arrange all necessary parts on a table. You need a press and a vise. Place the housing with the opening pointing upwards. Insert the compression spring into the housing. Take the carbon bearing. The arrow on the carbon bearing indicates how it must be inserted into the housing. Apply any type of grease to the groove. Place the locking pin into the groove. Insert the carbon bearing into the housing with the arrow pointing down. Press down once to verify it moves easily. Place the flat packing onto the housing. The position of the holes must match the position of the holes in the housing. Place the housing onto the press. Push the short end of the rotor into the carbon bearing. Place the sealing ring onto the rotor with the plane surface pointing downwards. Fit the cover onto the rotor with the correct side for the sealing ring pointing downwards. The 2 pins for the torque must be positioned onto the opposite side of the housing lug. Press the rotor and cover down. Verify proper seat of the cover on the flat packing. Screw in the hex screws, at least 2 of them fully. Move the press up. Clamp the housing of the rotary joint into the vise. Then tighten all screws with a torque wrench or pneumatic wrench with torque control. Always tighten the screws crosswise. Check the rotary joint with air. To do so, first close the housing connection and the rotor connection. Then apply compressed air and check the measurement instrument for micro leakage. A measured value of 50 or less is okay. This measurement is sufficiently accurate. Fit the protective plugs. Paint. Quality stamp only from factory. Mount the nameplate with the screws.